it out this morning. Oh gosh, I had to listen to the words because I kept hearing sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus. I was like, okay, what else? And I realized that they just stepped right into the message today. It's a wonderful thing that I wake up to every morning. I want you to wake up to it too every morning. That there are profound, unwavering laws of the universe, governing the universe, that are exact in their demonstration in our lives. So I want you to get excited about that every morning, because that's what you're moving through when you're moving through your day, is this profound energy, laws of the universe that are always there, always in place, always operating, and they're exact in the demonstration in your life. One of the most powerful things, I was loving the song we were singing today, because it said, I claim my power. And I thought, okay, I want you to claim your power as creators or co-creators in your lives. Claim the power that you are creating, co-creators with the presence, with the divine intelligence of the universe, creating your lives, thus creating your reality. And Donna was saying it to you when she said, it's not just what you think, but it's also what you believe in your heart and mind together. That energy is how you're doing the creating. Now, oftentimes, that's a big energy to step into. Because we tend to think that if you're creating, then you're going to create what? Wonderful things. You would create it so that you have tires that never were flat, right? You created such that your car was not in the accident, that you were in perfect health. You would create it so that life would just flow with grace and ease. That's what you would create. If I were the creator, that's what I would create. I certainly wouldn't create all of this that seems to be showing up and unfolding in my life. And yet, what I want you to step into is that you are powerful. You are powerful. There's this dynamic energy of the universe that is animating your being, and it is powerful, and it is a creative energy. If you look at all that there is in the expression, it's all being created. And you are that as well. However, oftentimes, we're not conscious about what it is that we're thinking and that we're feeling. We're wanting one thing, but we may actually be focusing our attention on something else. So we end up bringing things into our lives and then wondering, well, where did that come from? Because I know I wouldn't have created that. But what I have found is you can step into the simple statement of, I created this, when it shows up. Not with any sense of guilt, not with any sense of judgment, but simply to be able to stand in the realization that nothing is happening to you from out there. The sacred text says to you, greater is what? He that is within you than anything outside of you. So there's nothing out here that's acting upon you. I want you to really be able to step into that. Nothing out here. It's not the husband. It's not the boss. It's not the wife. It's not the person in the store. It's not the policeman. It's not the government. It's not anything outside of you that's greater than you. There is that which is infinite, divine, powerful, limitless, timeless, and unwavering that's within you. That's the greatest. That's all that there is. So when you step into being able to say, I created this, then you can move into that awareness and alignment with that power and allow that to move you toward what it is that you really want, as opposed to feeling like you're being acted upon from something outside of you. Because when that happens, you feel powerless. You feel like a victim. It's like, oh me, look what happened. They did it to me. It's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. And while at some point that may be okay for a period of time, you can blame him and blame her and say it's them. Where does it leave us? Where does it leave you? Feeling powerless, like there's nothing that you can do. But you were made in the image and likeness of what's infinite. You are that expression of divine goodness and grace flowing on the universe. You are that. And it's about your being willing to tap into that and begin to step into the fact that you are co-creating your experiences. Nothing is just showing up in our lives out of the blue for no reason. Nothing is just showing up out of the blue. What we're actually doing, consciously or unconsciously, is thinking about certain things all the time. But we're not thinking about what we're thinking about. We're just on automatic pilot. And then we add to that, you heard her say it, our feelings, our heart gets involved in it. We add to that. And out of that energy, we begin to connect to one of the most dynamic and powerful laws of the universe, which is the law of attraction. And as you maintain that vibration, as you continue to think those thoughts, and continue to give it the power of your attention, activate it with your heart, with your feelings, well, the law of attraction just attracts to you more of that. It's really dynamic because it's personal, because it shows up in our lives, and at the same time it's impersonal. It's personal, and at the same time it's impersonal. For you to be able to stand and say, I created this. I created, to know that's who you are. That's how powerful you are. I created this. Because when you can do that and it's something that you don't like, then you get to say, okay, I created this. This is not how I wanted it to be, so let me create something else. But if you put it out there on them, who's the them that's going to create what it is that you want to show up in your life? Greater is that power, that presence that is within you than anything outside of you. It's about our aligning with that, tapping into that, knowing that that is who and what we are at the core of our being. And living from that. It's wonderful to be able to play on the leading edge of this universe in that kind of a divine law and watch it manifest and unfold in your life. It's wonderful. I was talking to a friend who used to be a member at the church yesterday, and he was laughing about the fact that the night before, he had been, some time before that, he had been saying, I really would like to be on Oprah's own show. And he was laughing because the night before, what he had found out was that Oprah had purchased his previous shows. But they were his old shows. So technically, he was on Oprah's own show. And he said, Rev, I think I needed to have been a little bit more clear in my request. And I said, yes, I was talking to a client earlier that day and said to him, you really want to be mindful about what you're saying, what you're holding in your vibration and your feelings, because you are that powerful. And it was fun. He could laugh about it. And then he said, what I realized, though, is that it's like the song, one step at a time. Now he's on there. It's an old show. I said, but if you know anything about Oprah, and I don't know a whole lot, but my sense as a businesswoman is that this was an economical way to put it on her new network. Now she'll see if anyone's interested in it. And if they're interested in it, and you go ahead and send her your proposal, then in some time you will find yourself live physically on her own show, having your own network. But you want to be mindful, and you could see how powerful he was, that what he had said about wanting to be on the OWN show. He's on the OWN show. He will be doing the makeup on the show. But it had to be just a little bit clearer that he physically, presently wanted to have his own show.